welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving my videos a look. If you haven't seen the first video that I posted, I think it was last week, I would highly recommend going back and watching that one first. It kind of gives an update on just who we are and what our story is, where we're at with our journey and all of that. It's kind of long. I apologize. I was really enjoying talking that day. I am a brand new YouTuber, so I'm trying to figure all this out and trying to figure out, you know, how to splice the videos together and do the pictures in the front and all that really, you know, techie stuff that I guess people automatically know. Like, you guys, you YouTubers make it look so easy, and it's just not. It's just not that easy. But I'm learning, and I really am enjoying trying to figure it all out. I'm enjoying making these videos because it's kind of given me an outlet to really talk through. I don't know. I don't think anybody's watched the last video other than myself, and that's okay. It's cool. It's really more for me than anybody else. But if you are watching, really, thank you for stopping by. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Recommendations, I would take those too. That'd be pretty cool. So to sum up our last video, my name is Jen. I am a mother of 4 foster children that we have been fostering for 9 months. We have also been foster parents for 9 months. So these are the first kids that we got, and we are absolutely in love with them. Our foster journey is really a foster to adopt journey. Plan has always been to adopt. We really just wanted to do it through the foster system. So that's taken twists and turns that we weren't anticipating. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about a little bit today. I did promise an update because we had we had a permanency hearing this week. So I wanted to let you guys know how that went. Spoiler alert, it went really bad. But just quick summary. We had 4 children, or we have 4 children, that are their biological siblings. So they are, our youngest will be 2 next month. And then we have a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, and then a 6-year-old. And they are amazing. Just over the moon in love with them. They're just really, really great kids. And when we originally took them in, we were told that they were free to adopt. And then that changed. They weren't. But they were going to have rights terminated. No way that rights weren't going to be terminated. So we were assured that over and over and over again for the first 6 months that we had them. Trial kept getting pushed back. And then all of a sudden now, it's looking like we're going to lose these kids. So we found that out this week. Devastating. I can't even begin to describe to you. There's no way through a video to be able to explain to you just the heartbreak that my husband and I are feeling right now. You know, and in a lot of instances, like, you want them to go back to their biological family. Like, that should be it's always the goal for foster care, is reunification with the biological family. But if it's not a safe environment, and if there are concerns about the kids' welfare and well-being, you know, then there's obviously going to be some hesitation with wanting to send them back. And that's the case here, right? So the environment that they're looking to be put back into is not a healthy one. In the least. And so, like, it boggles my mind to really know that people could look at that environment and think, oh yeah, it's a good idea, let's put 4 kids in it. But that apparently is what's going to happen. So we are working with the kids' attorney and with caseworkers and with CASA and, you know, all these different people we have meetings with over the next week or so, trying to determine if that's actually what's going to happen. My husband and I, not only my husband and I, like, I feel like I should back this up, because I feel like some people can interpret us into just like, we just want kids and we're going to fight it regardless. And that's not the case. Like, we want the right kids, and that we want to be able to provide a home for kids who really don't have any other option. But the circumstances, which obviously I can't talk about, are not good, and it's not a healthy environment for children to be raised in. And we are not the only people who have expressed those concerns. So the kids' CASA, I don't know if they have them anywhere else in any other states other than Texas, but it's a court-appointed special attorney, right? So CASA for short. She's the one that represents the kids and what their best interests are, right? She wants them to stay in our home for us to adopt them. The kid's attorney has admitted that our home is the best option for them. The whole issue is that there is no legal cause currently to terminate biological family rights. So they feel like they haven't given the biological grandmother enough of an opportunity to prove that she's unfit. And they feel like they need to give her the chance to succeed with these kids before they terminate completely. So the plan now, as I understand it, is to start transitioning the kids in our home back over to the biological family's home in the grandmother's custody, to see how she does, to see how the kids do. And then eventually she'll have all five. There's 5 children total. The kids have an older brother who is actually already back with the biological family. And so she would be responsible then for all 5 children. And I just don't have any words. You know how when your mother says, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? Probably shouldn't have even made this video at this point right now, because I don't have anything nice to say whatsoever. But I did promise you guys an update on where we were at. So this is where we're at. We will have a meeting next week with, like I said, with all the caseworkers and the attorneys and whatever. And actually, it's really exciting because I get to actually speak at this one. So they've had all of these meetings like over the past 9 months regarding the welfare of these kids who they don't see, they don't have any interaction with, they don't know anything about. And I haven't been, or me or my husband haven't been included in any of them. So this is the first one, because I was talking to the attorney this week before the hearing, and she was trying to brace me for what was going to happen at the hearing. And, so I started bringing up all this stuff, and I was like, well, what about this? And what about this? And what about, what have we thought about this? And why are we allowing this to happen? And she was like, oh, I didn't know any of that. So she's like, I think it might be a good idea for you to be there. Fantastic. So, right now we're really just praying that God gives me the words to speak, that he opens the eyes of everyone that's there to see the truth, and that we are able to make a decision, or that the courts are able to make a decision about what's best for these children without us having to traumatize them anymore. So as you can imagine, it's a very confusing time for them, very confusing situation. They've been in care for almost 2 years. So I've only had them for 9 months, but they were in care for a year prior to me getting them. And so they need permanency. They need, they need to be safe. They need to be in a situation where they can thrive and prosper and grow and be secure, so that they can move on with their lives. And so the fact that we keep getting these extensions from the court, it just blows me away, So COVID has had a lot to do with it, which there isn't really any cause. Like, COVID hasn't had an effect on this case one bit, other than they're not allowed to take extensions. So we keep pushing the case back and pushing the case back and pushing the case back. So it was originally supposed to be over in September. Then they got a 6-month COVID extension to the end of February. And then we just found out this week that they're going to extend it again until May. So it's just a mess. And it's really hard to pretend like everything's okay when we've got the kids, because we're absolutely not going to traumatize these kids anymore. Like that was a commitment that my husband and I made, was that we were not going to traumatize the kids. So when they're here, nothing's wrong, everything's okay, we're happy, we're good. And we've actually been able to pull it off this week, which I was shocked. I really didn't think that we were going to be able to do that, but God's just given us a lot of grace to be able to be with them in the moment and just enjoy them and enjoy being their parents, and not sit here and dread and fear the future. Like, there's a lot of dread and there's a lot of fear, please don't get me wrong, but God's really just been able to help us compartmentalize that, so that when we are with them, we're able to just love on them and be with them and raise them the way that they need, the way that they need to be parented. And then, we save the dread and the fear for when they go to bed or when we're at work, or, my husband and I have had a lot of talks this week, just talking through how we're going to handle this. And I will tell you guys, if you guys don't have a rock solid relationship, then foster care is not the thing for you. It's hard. It is hard. And I think that my husband and I have grown more this year in our relationship, and just learning how the other person works. Like, you would think we've been married for 5 years, but we've been together for almost 7. And you would think that, over the course of 7 years, you'd really get to know somebody. But there are aspects of a person's personality and person's character I don't think you get to see until they're parenting. And it's been really interesting, but it's been amazing, just how much we've grown. And if you guys don't have good communication and you don't have a solid foundation, then it's really, really, it's hard. It's hard even with that. I would almost venture to say it's impossible if you don't have that. But I think I kind of got off on a bunny trail. That's okay though. I don't think anybody's watching these videos anyway, so it's all right. Anyway, this was my rambling video. Last week I really was specific, and I had a whole timeline that I wanted to go over and talk to you guys about. This week I really just wanted to kind of give you an update, but it's really hard to talk about, and there's so much unknown. There's so much up in the air. And there's so many decisions that have to be made, and I don't get to make them. And, my friends and family will tell you I am a control freak, and I like having a decision. I like making a decision. I like understanding, getting all the facts, and then making a decision from there. And so to have all the facts, to be the one that has all the facts, and number one, not be asked what the facts are, and number two, not have any say in this decision whatsoever. Just like, it's really hard. Really, really hard. And so, and I think it's frustrating a lot for my husband and I, because we were expecting to get to adopt. That's been our goal the whole time. And so part of it, and I would say it's the very small part, is just like the sadness of our dreams not being met also, right? In addition to just the fear and the concern that we have for our kids, should they wind up back in the environment that they're talking about placing them into. Then there's just also a sadness, because there's a dream that we have of being forever parents, and that dream's going away with these kids. I mean, I'm not saying that we're never gonna get to adopt, but gosh, if you guys had met these kids, you'd understand why these were the ones. Like, they are just amazing. And I don't think all hope is gone yet, but we're just kind of in a sad place this week. We'll for sure let everybody know more everybody, whoever's watching, know more after our meeting next week and kind of keep you guys posted. I did say in my first video, and this is the reason that I was posting, because I see a lot of videos talking about the journey up to adoption, and adoption's a sure thing, and you know, we're not there. And so I felt like it was important to post a video of just what it's like going through it and of the uncertainty, right? And next video we post might be like, oh no, now we're gonna get to keep them. Because that's been our lives for the last probably 3 or 4 months. Is like one day it's, yeah, you're gonna get to keep them, and the next day is, no, we're gonna reunify. So I thought it was important to share it. I don't know if anybody will find any value out of it. Again, it's a little bit cathartic for me to talk it through, but anyway, thank you for listening to my ramblings this week. I will keep you guys posted. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful week, and it's getting close to Christmas, so get your presents in. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.